Hello everyone, this is part 11 on ordinary differential equation. Today I am going to explain the method of undetermined coefficient. This method is used to find out the solution of non-homogeneous second order linear differential equation. Now what do you mean by non-homogeneous second order linear differential equation? A differential equation of the form y double prime plus pxy prime plus qxy is equal to rx is a non-homogeneous second order linear differential equation. Here px, qx and rx, they are the functions of x. So if this rx is non-zero, then this is said to be non-homogeneous second order linear differential equation. So in this case, we first consider the homogeneous form, means we put rx to be 0. We consider this equation number 4. We find out the solution of this homogeneous second order differential equation by the previous methods which we have done already in the previous videos. Call this as yg, and then we will find out the particular solution of this non-homogeneous second order linear differential equation by using some methods related to solve this, and call this as yp. Then add these two. This will become the general solution of the equation number 1. So now what this method of undeterminate coefficient says, for this the first requirement is this px and qx, it should be constant, right? So px and qx, they should be constant. Let it be p, let this px is p and qx is q, and our rx is of special form. It is exponential function. It is of the form e to the power ax. So this is case 1 where rx is e to the power ax, and the second form differential equation is y double prime plus py prime plus qy is equal to e to the power ax. So we have to solve this differential equation using the method of undetermined coefficient. So whenever we have to find the general solution, we first consider this equation as homogeneous. Take rx to be 0. Simplify this, find out the solution of this. So we know that how to solve such type of differential equation. Since this is an equation with constant coefficient, so we assume that e to the power mx as a solution. We get auxiliary equation in m. Simplify this, you will have the roots. Either these roots are equal or complex or distinct real roots. So in each case we know that how to find out the yg, which is general solution of this differential equation. So now see three possibilities: equal root, distinct real roots and complex roots. In case of equal roots, the solution will be c1 e to the power minus p by 2x plus c2 x times e to the power minus p by 2 x. So if one solution is this, the other solution will be x time of it whenever we have equal roots. Whenever we have the distinct real roots, say it is m1 and m2, then the solution will be c1 e to the power m1x plus c2 into the power m2x. And complex roots, let's suppose it is a plus minus iota b. In that case, the solution will be e to the power ax into c1 cos bx plus c2 sin bx. So we are given equation y double prime plus py prime plus qy is equal to e to the power ax. We have to find the solution of this differential equation. Means we have to find the particular solution of this differential equation using undetermined coefficient method. Now in this case, as we see, our in the right hand side we have function e to the power ax. So if we choose yp to be as a times some undetermined coefficient times same e to the power ax, then since we know that after taking the derivative of e to the power ax, it will again in the terms of e to the power ax, so we can compare the coefficient both sides. This capital A is the undetermined coefficient. Basically we have to find the value of this capital A. Since we assume that yp is a particular solution of this differential equation, it means yp satisfy this equation number 4. 4. So we can find out yp dash. What will be the value of yp dash? It will be a into small a into e to the power ax. We can find out yp double prime, that will be a small a square into e to the power ax. Now you substitute over here in equation 4, you substitute yp double prime plus p yp prime plus q yp is equal to this e to the power ax. When you substitute this over here, you will have this equation. You can take capital A to be outside and e to the power ax to be common. You left in the bracket a square plus ap plus q, right? Now just see e to the power ax, e to the power x will be cancelled out to both sides. You will left with the value of capital A, that will be 1 over a square plus ap plus q, right? Since each on the right hand side is known to us, value of p is known to us, q is known to us, a is known to us, we can find out the value of capital A, right? But provided this denominator factor is non-zero. If this denominator factor is 0, we cannot find out the value of capital A, because our left hand side will become 0 and we in the right hand side we have the exponential function. So we cannot find out the value of capital A. So in that case, yp as a into x times e to the power ax. Again we can find out yp dash and yp double dash, and we can substitute in equation number 4. And after simplifying, we will have this equation. Now since a square plus ap plus q is 0, so this factor will be 0. We will left with this side, right? Now we can cancel out e to the power ax to both sides, and we will have capital A will be 1 over 2a plus p, right? But again, if this 2a plus p is non-zero, if this is non-zero, then you substitute the value of capital A over here and you will have the particular solution. But if this value is 0, again we have to choose yp as a times x square e to the power ax. In the first case, we choose yp to be a into e to the power ax, where a is undetermined coefficient. But if a square plus ap plus q is 0, we will choose yp to be as a into x times e to the power ax, and the value of capital A will be 1 over 2a plus b. But if again 2a plus p is 0, we will choose yp to be a times x square e to the power ax. Again find out yp dash and yp double dash, substitute in the equation number 4, and after comparing, since this factor is 0, this factor is 0, you will have this one. You can cancel out e to the power ax to both sides and the value of capital A will be half, and it is clearly non-zero. So at last you can substitute the value of capital A over here, right? So this is the procedure. Whenever you are given Rx of the form exponential, you choose the particular solution be of the form a times e to the power ax. But if your small a is the solution of this auxiliary equation a square plus ap plus q, then you choose yp to be as a times x into e to the power ax. But if again small a is the solution of your left hand side means this side, it satisfies this equation, so again these factors will be 0. You cannot find out the value of capital A, so in that case you have to choose yp to be a times x square into e to the power ax, and at last your value of capital A will be half, and which is not 0, right? So this is your final solution in that case. Now why this has happened, why you have to choose yp to be x times or x square times? Basically this a is a solution of your homogeneous second order linear differential equation. So summarize this: if a is not a root of auxiliary equation m square plus mp plus q, or you can say a square plus ap plus q, then the particular solution will be a into e to the power ax, and the value of a will be 1 over a square plus ap plus q, right? So but if a is a root of equation number 7, means a square plus ap plus q is 0, in that case you choose yp as a into x times e to the power ax, where the value of a is 1 over 2a plus b. But if this small a is the double root of this equation number 7, in that case again 2a plus p will be 0. So we have to choose in that case yp to be x square times a into e to the power ax, where capital of A is half. For example, we are given equation y double prime plus 3y prime minus 10y is equal to 6 times e to the power 4x, and we have to find out the general solution of this differential equation by using the method of undetermined coefficient. So first of all, we consider this as homogeneous differential equation, means we take Rx to be 0. Since this is a second order homogeneous differential equation with constant coefficient, so we will assume that y is equal to e to the power mx as a solution. Find out y dash, y double prime. It will be m into e to the power mx, m square e to the power mx. Substitute in this equation, you will have this auxiliary equation. Find out the roots of this quadratic equation. It will be minus 5 and 2. So your general solution is c1 into e to the power minus 5x plus c2 into e to the power 2x. And now just see what is your right hand side. In case of non-homogeneous second order differential equation, your Rx is e to the power 4x. And clearly e to the power 4x is not a solution of your left hand side, because e to the power 4x is not matching with the e to the power minus 5x and e to the power 2x. These are the two solutions of your left hand side, right? So e to the power 4x is not a solution of your left hand side. So in this case you choose yp as a times Rx. What is your Rx? 6 into e to the power 4x. So you take this complete function, right? 6 into e to the power 4x. Substitute over here. And the value of capital A will be 1 over a square plus ap plus q. What is your a in this case? 4. What is your p? 3. What is your q? Minus of 10. Right? Now you find out the value of this. Your a square is 16. 4 into 3 is 12. Q is minus 10. So this is 1 over 18. So the value of capital A is 1 over 18. Now you substitute over here. This will be cancelled out. So you have e to the power 4x by 3. This is your yp. So the general solution is yg plus yp. What is yg? Yg is the general solution of homogeneous differential equation, that is c1 e to the power minus 5x plus c2 e to the power 2x. Now you add yp over here, and this is e to the power 4x by 3. So this is the general solution of non-homogeneous second order linear differential equation. One more example. Let's suppose you are given y double prime plus 10y prime plus 25y is equal to this. Again, you have to find the general solution of this differential equation. So you have to consider the left hand side. Take the Rx to be 0. Consider the homogeneous equation. Suppose that e to the power mx is the solution. You get auxiliary. Find out the roots. You have repeated roots. So e to the power minus 5x and x into e to the power minus 5x, they are the solution of this equation. So the general solution will be of this homogeneous equation c1 into e to the power minus 5x plus c2 into x times e to the power minus 5x. Now just see, these are the solutions of homogeneous differential equation, and in right hand side again you have e to the power minus 5x. This is same as that this. So it means it satisfies this left hand side. So you cannot choose yp to be a times e to the power minus 5x, because e to the power minus 5x is a root of m square plus mp plus q. Or you can say a square plus ap plus q will be 0 in this case. What is the value of a? Minus 5. What is your p? 10. What is your q? 25. So when you take a square, which is 25, minus plus ap, so plus ap will be what? Minus 5 into 10 minus 50 plus q 25, so you will have it is 0. So in this case a square plus ap plus q is 0. So we cannot substitute yp2 as a into e to the power minus 5x. So we will choose yp to be a into x times e to the power minus 5x. But again x into e to the power minus 5x is the solution of your homogeneous differential equation of this auxiliary equation. Or you can say 1 over 2a plus p. So in this case your value of a will be 1 over 2a plus p, but when you find out the value of 2a plus p, 2 into minus 5 plus 10, again it is 0. So means you cannot find out the value of capital A again. And this is why, because x into e to the power minus 5x is again a solution of this auxiliary equation. So it means again we cannot choose yp to be x times a into e to the power minus 5x. So in this case we have to substitute yp to be a times a into x square times rx, which is 14 into e to the power minus 5x, where the capital value of a will be half. So you can substitute over here. So this is your yp. So what is the general solution? This small yg and plus yp, it is a general solution of this main equation. Thanks.